Day 4, final day of the week or final tough session of the week. I might do some, low day activities tomorrow on Saturday. That could be something as simple as just going for an extra long walk with my dog or my partner, something like that. Could be some simple mobility work, something in the 45 to 60 minute range. It could be taking the jump rope out. There's a little courtyard back there, and doing some jump rope, maybe some light air squats, something like that. But this is the last, tough, higher effort session of the week, pull squat focused. So that's the kind of schedule for the week is, Monday push bend focused, Tuesday pull squat, Wednesday low day, Thursday push bend, Friday pull squat, Saturday low day, Sunday complete rest. So nothing other than whatever I feel like doing in life. If that involves walking, that's lovely. If not, who cares? So this is focused around the pull-up. There's going to be a strict pull-up with a tuck negative, meaning I'm going to lift my knees to my chest, and there's going to be a tempo there. So pull yourself up, hold over the bar for 2 seconds, lift the knees to your chest, and then control down for 4 seconds. I might perform those as singles. I gave myself the range of 4 to 8 reps. I know that's a big range, but again, first week, gauging where I'm at with the various skills that I'm going to be putting into the training cycle. So I'll probably split the difference and go for 6 reps there. And then offset lunges on either side. I gave myself, again, a little range, 8 to 10. I might stick with 8, push the weight a little bit more, quick little shakeout in between legs, and then that's it, resting 90 seconds in between each exercise. In order to get prepped for that, I'm going to be using, I always go with kind of a circuit of prep work, split squat holds, just getting that position warmed up. Isometric holds are so important. A lot of people neglect them, especially in like the bodybuilding functional fitness world, which is kind of where I live. But isometrics are super important for joint health, for muscle activation, body awareness, yada yada yada. And then I've got prone T liftoffs, getting the muscles around the scaps activated. Then we're going with curtsy squats, so getting that unilateral pattern ready for the lunges, but you're getting a little deeper in this range of motion, so that by the time you get to the lunges, you've actually got, I almost think of it as like a safety net. You've done a little bit more work, or you've stretched the muscles out a little bit more, and when you get to the lunges, you feel really good with that range of motion. And then the final exercise inside of that is dumbbell plank rows. So we're not, oftentimes I'll hit some pull-ups to prep for the pull-ups. This is just what I was feeling like for prep work, and that is all written down here on the whiteboard as always. And I'm going to be well prepared. I always put a finisher in, get a 16-minute AMRAP of chainsaw rows, cyclist squats, bodyweight cyclist squats, and then mountain climbers, what I call real mountain climbers, where your foot actually goes on the outside of your hands as opposed to like kind of knees just coming up, and it's a bit of an arbitrary range of motion. I'll be well prepared for that finisher because of all the work I've done on the front end. There's no additional prep work that needs to happen. So that's the way I kind of structure all of these sessions, right? This is all focused on lean muscle production, and I think this is a really great approach to accomplishing that goal. And again, the intention, the approach, there's small adjustments. This is mostly how I train. So after this, maybe I'll try to tack on some additional mass. We'll see. Maybe I'll just continue to, cut further. Maybe I'll go for, muscle endurance or aerobic development or something like that, but I'll still structure it in this 3-part, structure. So anyways, enough of that. Let's get into the fitness. All right, set 3 of the prep work, starting with these split squat holds. Now these are getting really tough, and I think, again, people get intimidated to put in a great effort on prep work because isn't that going to, affect your strength set? Well, so what if it does? It's not going to affect it in the way that I can't move any weight. I want to be well prepared. I don't want to go in cold. I don't want tweaks, I don't want injuries, all that stuff, which so easily happen. You know, anyone who has had a friend who also, you know, is into fitness, you know, everyone's getting injured out here. Everyone's super stiff out here. And it's being afraid to say, okay, well, maybe I'll lose out on some weight. I'll be safer. I don't think you do lose out on weight, but that's where people can kind of reason with themselves. But I'm going to stay safer. The quality will be that much better. And ultimately, your body needs to get good at recovering. So put it under some stress. Take some deep breaths. Learn how to recover from that. That's really important. That's probably closer to 30 seconds. Those, like I said, are getting tough. There's going to be other exercises where I can move more weight. It gets easier. Those isometric holds, as you get more and more activated, as I get heavier with the curtsy squats, that take a toll. I'm going to hit the right side. You don't need to see that. But super important to let yourself dig in a little bit on the prep work. And it will make the strength work that much more valuable, even if you struggle to recognize that. So I'll see you on exercise 2. All right, prone T liftoffs. Instead of using no weight with the tennis balls, I'm moving up to 4 pounds. I did this on the second set as well. And if you think this isn't a significant increase in weight, you probably haven't done this exercise. Here's 9, going for 10. And you'll see, you know, not truly in a T position, arms drop a little bit. That's because I'd rather engage the muscles at the base of my rhomboids and my lats rather than getting a little more necky with it. These muscles down here are going to control far more of the pull than a little higher up. They're all going to be engaged to a certain degree, but that big portion of the pull is going to be base of the lats, base of the rhomboids. So just making sure that I'm activating those muscles, that's really important. All right, exercise 3 coming up. So I've progressed to a 53-pound kettlebell. I started with just 20 pounds, moved up to 40, and yeah, 12 reps here. I want some resistance so that I can feel good moving into, you know, it's going to be 40 pounds in each arm for that first set of the offset lunges. So I want to make sure I'm prepped for that. The step isn't quite as long anymore, but still feeling great glute tension. Still feeling like the reps are meaningful. All right. Okay, I did indeed stick with 20s throughout the prep work on the plank rows. Really valuable. I think my elbow's getting up a little higher, feel a little more confident with the speed of the pull. So in a good place in my mind, and still going for 10. Okay, because it isn't the true pull, true pull up, there might be some, rust to shake off when I get up there for my first reps, but feeling pretty damn good. And of course, I didn't do nothing, so I think solid work. And it took me about 12 minutes to hit all of that. And so 12 minutes, that's all I need. Get into the strength work might take me 20 minutes, and then finishers a 60-minute AMRAP, so you can get this done really efficiently. Really, really intense impactful, hour of fitness. So with that, I'll see you on the strength superset. All right, first set of strict pull-ups into tuck position negatives. These are tough for me. Feel confident in my pull-ups, but they're usually a weaker point inside of my fitness. So I'm probably gonna break these up into singles. And you go, what? You can't do that. That's not true. They would be classified as cluster sets. You're always gonna have an organization inside of fitness terminology. People get really bogged down inside of boxes of what things should or should not look like. I'm just trying to get high quality reps. The goal is lean muscle production. If the goal is to hang on for dear life and get max pull-ups, it's true, this might not be super beneficial, but that isn't the goal of my training cycle. So I think 5 reps, 5 to 6 would be really nice if I'm feeling like 4. Again, it's week 1, so gotta be smart. Quick shake. Again, 2-second hold at the top, 4 seconds down. If you're going to call me on that, I know it might not be perfect. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less. If you're, going a little bit slower, we'll see. That was definitely a tough rep. I'll go for 5. I think I'll call it at 5. Okay, cool. 90 seconds of rest, and then into the offset lunges. I'll probably stay light with those. These are pretty effortful for me. I'm hitting legs every single day, so that's probably what I'll do. All right, I'll see you on set 1. All right, going for 8 each leg. I don't want these to be too nasty on the first set. 1 dumbbell comes up, 1 stays at my side. 8 each leg. Might not even take that break. Just go right for it. All right, that is going to be a nice dose for the legs. I think I'll still be able to get some good recovery in during the 90-second rest. And yeah, the work is the work. I'll see you on set 2 of the pull-ups. Final set, you're getting some fatigue when you're getting that little bit of what feels almost like a brain fog. I think it's just being ready to be done, but take a deep breath, get into it, hit 5 quality reps. If I can muster them, and then I'm done with these pull-ups.
Okay, I can't say last set, best set, but definitely happy with the effort. You know the pull-ups need to come to an end when you're starting to do this thing. Just to get your chin over, it should be a lot more confident retracting the straps to get yourself up over that bar. Of course, there's always going to be some bicep, tons of elbow flexion, but it shouldn't be this. So anyways, 25 really nice reps. And now I can confidently get a good set on the offset lunges. And I'll see you over there. On these reps, I do think I might be able to go with the mentality of last set, best set. I think I'll be able to muster some high quality reps. Really don't want things to be as wonky as my last set. Should say my previous set. This is the last set. Okay, 8 reps each. Getting that extra one because I missed on one of those reps, but there it is. Wouldn't say best set, but high quality set. And now I can hit the finisher and I'm done. And just another, I'll take about 2 minutes to recover. 16-minute finisher, done for the day. Probably gonna be about 70 minutes on the whole. So pretty efficient still to get in this much fitness. All right, I will see you on the finisher. All right, timer is set, 16-minute AMRAP. Let me just take a look at this thing. 12 kettlebell chainsaw rows. I'm using a 53, so 12 per side. You'll see exactly what that is in just a second. 16 bodyweight cyclist squats, so heels are elevated. A little bit more of a quad-focused squat pattern because of all the deep knee flexion, especially, nice to complement what was really a heavy, hamstring glute reverse lunge, and then what's called 20 real mountain climbers, so 20 alternating reps. Those are awesome. 16 minutes. I don't want to push myself. There's a pacing component to everything. Your prep work needs to be paced to make sure you're confident and not overdone, overbaked for your strength work. Your strength work needs to be paced so that you can, put in a good effort on your finisher. Your finisher needs to be paced so that you can recover effectively, right? So that you can hit the next session. Or in this case, tomorrow's a low day for me, but it doesn't matter. I still want to be able to move around, live my life. I don't want to be ruined. Maybe there's a social gathering. I don't want to be passing out or standing up like this because I'm so sore and so, roasted from my workout. I work out so much. Now, the whole point of this for me is to be physically healthy. So that's strength superset. Again, I don't know how I look, but or how the lighting is, but that for me could be the entire session. This is just a nice way to kind of push your muscles just a bit more. You don't want to go over the line,
but you want to get the most out of your session. So with that, I'll show you first and last set. You'll see what I mean. They should look very similar, if not the same. So you'll see I'm going to overpace things on the front end, and then that usually puts me in a great spot on the last round, right? Consistency is key. 7 seconds. Trying to get knuckle to touch my torso. I think that puts me in a good spot. With regards to tension. Notice my pace. I'm able to control myself, but it doesn't mean it's not effortful at all. Doesn't mean it's not meaningful or valuable. There's 16. When physical health is the primary goal, you can let go of all the bullshit around needing to be faster, pushing the weight. And I want to get out of here feeling good. Built, not burnt. Here are these real mountain climbers. This doesn't count as a rep, this first one. There's one. Oh, all right. That took about 3 minutes. I'm going to take a full minute to chill. Basically intervalize this finisher. I know myself, right? The more you do this, the more you know yourself. The more you know that how long all this is going to take. So I'm going to go until the 12-minute mark, and then I'll start my second set. Go to the 8-minute mark, start my third. 4-minute mark, I'll start my fourth. And yeah, if you're like, well, aren't you going to squeeze everything into that final minute? No, I'm taking that final minute off. 4 rounds is the goal. 4 rounds is what I'm going to hit. That's perfect. Oh, so there it is. Banked 90 seconds. I could scramble to get in some extra reps, but that's 48 chainsaw rows per side. That's 64 cyclist squats. And then that's 80 mountain climbers. And you gotta remember, prep work counts as a valuable part of the workout. You gotta remember the strength set turns the light bulb on so freaking bright. You really dig in on that strength superset. So this isn't a place where you push until you collapse. My heart rate's up, I'm fatigued, but after you're going like this for 20 seconds, I can stand up right. If you're flopping to the floor, if you're ruined
if you need to foam roll, you know, for 20, 30 minutes on the front end of every workout, your effort is too high. You're not pacing well. You're not thinking about tomorrow or the next day or recovery, right? If you're desperate for sugar or you have that wired and tired feeling at the end of the night, you might want to look at how you're approaching your fitness. So that's it. 10 seconds left. I think I'll be getting lean in 8 weeks. End of week 1. Peace.